Okay, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody, as we're getting set for the third and final game of our triple header for you tonight. It'll be the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. Both teams come in with identical 3-3 records. Let's look at the standings. Gracie is now 36-31. She's 5 games over 500, and Gracie is taking the Chiefs in this one. Evil Dead is 47-38. He's now 9 games over 500. He's on a roll. We don't know who he's picking yet. And Misty is 36-32. She's 4 games over 500, and Misty is taking the Colts in this one. Or is it backwards? Which one did you take? Colts or Chiefs? Okay, so I did get it right. All right, if you're watching on YouTube, follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Let's head out to Arrowhead Stadium for this one. The Colts and the Chiefs here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. It's the Colts and the Chiefs. And welcome into another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports on a beautiful afternoon in Kansas City. Bright sunny skies, 62 degrees at kickoff. Both teams are 3-3 on the season. It looks like Kansas City has won the toss. They'll get the ball first. P.J. Burke will kick off, and we're underway. From the 6-yard line on the return for the Chiefs, bringing it back over the 20. On the return, number 81, Francis Floyd, out to the 29-yard line. Evil Dead is taking the Chiefs in this one. Starting quarterback is Corey Morris, the second-year quarterback out of LSU. When you look at the standings in their respective divisions, both teams are looking to get a win here. The Steelers are 5-1. The Colts are 2 games back at 3-3. And for the Chiefs, they're 3-3, and they're looking ahead in the standings at the Chargers and the Seahawks, who are 4-2. They're 1 game behind them in the AFC West. 1st and 10. Morris in the shotgun. Morris looking. Morris throws down the middle and caught at the 45, making the catch, number 86, Tony Gardner. And that'll be a gain of 16 yards. Yeah, Pittsburgh already has as many wins as they had all last season. What a difference a quarterback makes. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Morris in the shotgun. 1st and 10. 4 wide. Kerwin in motion. Morris looking, throws near side, caught by Tom Kerwin, the tight end, out to the 48-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. Tom Kerwin, the third-year tight end out of Oklahoma. Opening drive of the game. Kansas City already in Indianapolis territory. 2 playoff teams from last season. On 2nd and 2, Morris in the gun. Morris fakes the handoff, throws, and caught. Making the catch, Tony Gardner again, down to the 39-yard line. That'll be a gain of 9, and that'll be a Kansas City first down. 6:40 left in the first quarter. Opening drive. Chiefs come out, 3 to the far side. Morris in the shotgun. Stud's in the house. Good to see you, Stud. The handoff to Vaughn Manning. And Manning makes his way to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Stud's in the house. Earlier this evening, Detroit beat up on Chicago 28-3. And then the game that just ended, the Packers came from behind, scored a touchdown on the last play of the game to beat the Bengals 32-31. Great game. On 2nd and 4, Morris, play action, and it gets, do they call that a pass or a sack? They call it a sack. It's a loss of 8 yards. McKinley makes the sack, got shaken up on the play. Mike McKinley, the 12th-year defensive tackle out of Iowa. It'll bring up 3rd and 12 for the Chiefs at the Indianapolis 41. Morris, and threw that one into the line, incomplete. It'll be 4th down. The Chiefs' opening drive stalls out. That Green Bay-Cincinnati game, what a game that was. The Packers were 17 points down at one point. They came back and won. On 4th and 12, the punter, Kenneth Arnold, gets the punt away. Off the side of his foot, goes out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Just a 20-yard punt. 1st down, Indianapolis. Their quarterback, Hudson Card, in his 3rd year out of Purdue. So the Chiefs had to punt on their opening drive. This will be the Colts' opening drive, starting at their own 21-yard line. On a beautiful day in Kansas City. Kansas City. .5:57 left in the first quarter. 5 wide. Empty backfield. Card in the shotgun. Card draws back. Card throws. Caught underneath. Making the catch. That's Dean Sanders out to the 31-yard line. A gain of 10. And that'll be a 1st down for Indianapolis. Dean Sanders in his 6th year out of Oregon State. The 3rd game of our triple header here today. Card in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Card looking. Card throws. And it gets tipped at the line. Incomplete. Getting his hands up, number 97. That's Terry Eves, the 5th-year defensive tackle out of North Carolina State. 2nd and 10 from the 31-yard line. Remember, all our games get archived to YouTube. We have 11-plus seasons on YouTube. 2nd and 10 from the 31-yard line. Card hands off to Lattimore. That's Randall Lattimore, the eldest of the 4 Lattimore brothers. Picks up a yard to the 33-yard line. In his 10th year out of Ole Miss. What are you looking for? Oh. It'll be 3rd and 9. 5 wide for the Colts. Card in the shotgun. Card draws back. Throws deep down the sideline and incomplete. They're looking for Sanders. It was broken up by the defensive back. Don Harper, number 33, the rookie out of Citadel. Great play by him. It'd be 4th down. Well, the Chiefs had to punt on their opening drive, and now the Colts will do the same. Trevor Carl, the rookie out of Northwestern, back to punt. As Carl gets the punt away. It'll be fielded at the 19-yard line. Bringing it back to the 24 is Francis Floyd in his 4th year out of Notre Dame. Corey Morris, the quarterback, will come back out. He led the Chiefs to the AFC Championship last season, but they lost to the Dolphins. Kansas City at 3-3, 1 game behind the Chargers and Seahawks in the AFC West. They're both 4-2. In the I formation, Morris under center. On 1st down, Morris hands off to Manning up the middle, and Von Manning to the 31-yard line, a gain of 7. Manning in his 8th year out of Hawaii, the running back. And that'll bring up 2nd and 3. 4:35 and counting. Here in the first quarter, no score. Chiefs come out 4 wide. Single back. Morris in the shotgun. Morris drops back. It's a blitz, and they get him back at the 23-yard line. Coming in on the blitz, number 55, Daniel McFadden. A loss of 8 yards back to the 23-yard line. McFadden, the 2nd-year linebacker out of Ohio State. Well-executed blitz. Kind of a delayed blitz. Nobody blocked him on the way in. Well, thank you, Stud. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. It'll be 3rd and 11 from the 23-yard line. Stud Loverboy, he's the man. Our good friend from Austin, Texas. 3rd and 11 from the 23-yard line. 3 to the near side. Morris in the shotgun. Morris draws back. Morris looking. looking, rolls out, and Morris is going to take off. Morris picks up the first down out to the 41-yard line. A gain of 18. First down, Kansas City. As we have 3:38 and counting here in the first quarter. First and 10 Chiefs. They have 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun. First and 10. Morris drops back. Throws outside and caught by Rashard Swift out to the 45-yard line. A gain of 4. The 10th-year receiver out of Alcorn State, formerly with Washington. He spent 6 years with Washington, now in his 4th year with the Chiefs. It'll be 2nd and 6 from the 45. 3 to the far side. Morris in the shotgun. Morris to Manning. And Manning turns upfield and gets to the 45. A gain of 4 yards to bring up 3rd and 2. 2:50 and counting. Big third down for the Chiefs here. They come out 4 wide, single back. Morris in the shotgun. 3rd and 2. Morris back to throw. Throws deep down the middle and incomplete. He threw into double coverage looking for Swift. And that'll bring up 4th down. With 2:30 left in the first quarter. On 4th down, Kenneth Arnold back to punt. Gets the punt away. And that's going to go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. So this game is a punt fest early on. The Colts will have it for the second time. 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line. 2:25 left in the first quarter, no score. Stud Lover Boy is going to be lurking in the background. Appreciate it, Stud. Thank you so much. 1st and 10. Morris in the gun. Morris hands off to Lattimore. Picks up 2 yards out to the 19-yard line. Tackle made by Carson McGee, the 2nd-year linebacker out of SMU. Coming up on 2 minutes left in the first quarter, no score. 2nd and 8 for the Colts. Card under center. Card. Lattimore again. And Lattimore picks up 2 more yards to the 21-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 6. Mueller on the tackle, the linebacker. Eric Mueller, the rookie out of Cincinnati, the linebacker. It'll be 3rd and 6 from the 21-yard line. Colts come out 4 wide on 3rd down. Card in the shotgun. Card looking. Card in trouble now. Rolls out and Card has to throw it away. He felt the pressure. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down. And we're going to see yet another punt. As it'll be 4th and 6 for the Colts at their own 21-yard line. Back to punt, Trevor Carl. As Carl gets the punt away. Be fair caught at the 37-yard line. Francis Floyd on the fair catch. And now the Chiefs will get it for the 3rd time. Both teams have had it twice. They both punted both times. 1:22 left in the first quarter. 3rd drive's the charm, I'm sure. 3 to the far side for the Chiefs. Morris under center, single back. Hands off to Manning around the outside, and Vaughn Manning makes his way out to the 45-yard line, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. What? Thought she was talking to me. Coming up on 1 minute left here in the first quarter. 2nd and 3 for the Chiefs at their own 45. 3 to the near side. Morris under center. Morris, play action. Throws near side and a diving catch made by Tony Gardner down to the 43-yard line. A 12-yard gain and a Kansas City first down into Indianapolis territory. 35 seconds left. here in the first quarter. 3 to the near side on 1st and 10. Morris takes the snap, hands off. No, he takes it himself. A quarterback keeper right up the middle, out to the 34-yard line. He gains 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd and 2. As the first quarter clock is winding down, will they get a playoff in time? They might. 2nd and 2 from the 34-yard line, 4 wide, but that's the end of the first quarter. No score here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. We start the second quarter in a scoreless tie. 2nd and 2 for the Chiefs at the Indy 34-yard line. Morris in the gun. Hands off to Manning. Gets the first down inside the 30. Well, they mark him down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Chiefs. Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Week 7 here at Jammin' Sports. The 3-3 Colts, the 3-3 Chiefs. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Morris in the shotgun. Morris hands off to Manning, and Manning out to the 30 or 26-yard line, a gain of 4. Kansas City trying to make sure they have a good outing tonight, because last week they got killed by the Raiders 42-0. If you remember last week, Raiders just bombed them big time. 4 wide, single back, Morris in the shotgun, 2nd and 6. In motion. Well, back to throw. Morris underneath to Kerwin. And Tom Kerwin out to the 17-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 9. It'll be first down for Kansas City. Kerwin was the one in motion as well. 1st and 10, Kansas City. 3 to the near side. Morris in the shotgun. Kerwin in motion again. Morris looking, throws underneath, and bobbled. Coming across, incomplete. They were trying to hit Isaiah Chambers, the rookie out of USC, across the middle, incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 17-yard line. 6:35 left to play in the first half, no score. 4 wide. Morris in the gun. 2nd and 10. Morris back. Morris looking, throws, and incomplete. He was looking for Kerwin. He threw it at his feet, and that'll bring up 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 17-yard line. Six and a half minutes left in the first half. 4 wide for the Chiefs. Morris in the shotgun. 3rd and 10. Morris looking, and Morris gets sacked by Daniel McFadden back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 6 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Morris got shaken up on the play. He goes to the sideline. So Brandon White will come on, the 3rd-year kicker out of Alabama. And this will be a 40-yard field goal attempt to get the Chiefs on the board first here in the second quarter. Brandon White. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. The Chiefs take a 3-0 lead. Well, I hope not. 6:23 left to play here in the first half. If he is, I would hope he would be mad enough to tell us what we did wrong so we can at least apologize, if that is the case. Next week, let's see who they play. Kansas City. Let's see. Indianapolis will host Pittsburgh next week. And Kansas City will play at the Chargers. There's the kickoff. From the 4-yard line, on the return for the Colts is James Thomas, the rookie out of Nebraska, out to the 26-yard line. 1st and 10. There's nothing more cowardly in my mind than being mad at somebody and you don't let them know. Because sometimes they don't even have a clue that they did something. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Card looking. Card rolls out. Card throws back the other way. And it's a 3-yard gain out to the 28-yard line. Making the catch, Kendall Stanley, the tight end, in his 9th year out of Stephen F. Austin. If somebody has angered you, let them know. If nothing else, let them apologize. On 2nd and 7, the handoff to Lattimore. And Lattimore back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. It'll be 3rd and 7. It's very cowardly, it's very immature to sit there and hold a grudge and not tell them that they've done something wrong. Now that might not be the case. I'm just ranting here. 3rd and 7. Indianapolis at their own 28-yard line. Card in the shotgun. Card looking. Card got hit as he threw. Incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down. Crawford brought the pressure. That's Kevin Crawford, the 8th-year defensive end out of Connecticut. It'll be 4th and 7, and the Colts will punt. Trevor Carl back to punt, the rookie out of Northwestern. I miss it too. There's the punt. And it's fair caught at the 26-yard line. Making the fair catch is Francis Floyd. And the Chiefs will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. There's the cat again in the background. I don't know if you can hear it. 1st and 10, Kansas City from their own 26. 5:19 left in the half. Chiefs lead it 3-0. Morris in the shotgun. Morris looking. Throws underneath and caught by Chambers out to the 37-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 11. And that'll be a Kansas City first down. Isaiah Chambers. There you go. Evil Dead is 9 games over 500 right now. The highest he's been all season. He's not been in double digits yet this season. 1st and 10, 4 wide. Morris looking. Morris rolls out. Morris takes off. And Morris out to the 46-yard line. A gain of 9. And that'll bring up 2nd and 1. 4:35 and counting. Kansas City comes out, 4 wide, single back. Morris in the shotgun on 2nd down. From their own 46, Morris back. And they bring a blitz, and Daniel McFadden again. His 3rd sack of the half. And that'll be a loss of 7. Back to the Kansas City 39-yard line and bring up 3rd and 8. All 3 sacks have been on a delayed blitz like that. You might want to put a hat on him. As we're coming up on 4 minutes left in the half, Chiefs lead at 3-0. They come out with a single back again, 4 wides. Morris in the shotgun. Kerwin in motion, the tight end. Morris drops back. Looking, rolls out. Throws back the other way, incomplete. It'll be 4th down. Both offenses have been struggling here. Just a 3-0 Kansas City lead. It'll be 4th and 8 from the 39. I didn't tell you about the baseball game I covered yesterday. I'll tell you about that in a second. Kenneth Arnold back to punt. Gets the punt away. And fair caught at the 15-yard line by James Thomas. Yesterday, Smith County beat Monterey 2-0 in the baseball game I covered on the radio. Smith County's starting pitcher started the game with 10 straight strikeouts. I kid you not, 10 straight. He ended up with 13 altogether. But the beginning of that game was just amazing. It's just like strikeout. Finally gave up a walk in the 4th inning. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. And Card's going to take it himself. And Hudson Card out to the 25. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. How many Hughes? Oh, how many hits? Monterey ended up with 5 hits when the game was over, but he still he had a complete game shutout. It was Riley Martin. He had a great game yesterday. They give up 5 hits and won 2-0. On 2nd and 1, they hand off to Lattimore, and Lattimore out to the 31-yard line, a gain of 6. 1st and 10. Indianapolis now at their own 31-yard line, trailing 3-0. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning in a rapidly moving first half. On 1st and 10, Card going to take it himself, and Card makes his way to the 39-yard line, a gain of 8. And that'll bring up 2nd and 2. My next game on the radio is scheduled for Friday. It'll be Gordonsville against DeKalb County, but they're calling for rain Friday. On 2nd and 2 from the 39-yard line, Card looking. Card throws and throws it away. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 2 for the Colts at their own 39 with 2:11 left here in the first half. Just a 3-0 ball game. Two backs in the backfield. Card in the shotgun on 3rd and 2. Card going to take it himself. Picks up the first down out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, and it'll be first down for Indianapolis. Misty has joined us from the other room. Misty and Gracie went to bed. We're at the 2-minute warning here at Arrowhead Stadium. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Card in the shotgun. Card to Lattimore, and Lattimore to the 46-yard line. A gain of 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. It's 10:14 Central Time. Misty says hi. 11:14 out east. 8:14 on the West Coast. On 2nd and 8, Card looking. Card throws and incomplete. Led his receiver a bit too much and bring up 3rd and 8 for the Colts at their own 46-yard line. When I'm on late during the week like this, there's an opportunity for the West Coasters to tune in. It's hard for them to tune in when I start at 8 Eastern. It's 5 out there. 3rd and 8 from the 46-yard line. Two backs in the backfield. Card looking. Card throws near side and caught by Lattimore. Steps out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Only a yard. And that'll stop the clock with 1:30 left in the half. It'll be 4th and 7. Indianapolis will have to punt. Kansas City will have a chance to score before halftime. Trevor Carl back to punt. Carl gets the punt away off the side of his foot. Another great punt. 23 yards. Or as Evil Dead would say, quality. Kansas City will start from their own 30-yard line. 1:26 left here in the first half. Kansas City has all 3 of their timeouts. Yeah, this one's a little bit different than last game. See, that's how you know this game isn't rigged. We had a 28-3 blowout, and then we had a wild 32-31 game, and now we have a defensive struggle as Morris gets sacked for a 9-yard loss. Sack was by Carlos Fordham, the 9th-year defensive end out of Oregon. Or are they going to give it to Strong, who also got in there? It was actually Fordham. Strong just kind of came in and dove. I'm going to give that one to Fordham. It'll be 2nd and 19 for the Chiefs. Back at their own 21-yard line. That Packer-Bengal game was great. One of the better games this season. It's in the top 3, I'd say. Morris in the shotgun, 2nd and 19. 48 seconds left in the half. Morris hands off to Manning, and Manning gets outside. Von Manning nearly got the first down out to the 39-yard line. A gain of 18. It'll be 3rd and 1. The Chiefs take a timeout with 39 seconds left in the half. Kansas City thinking about at least getting in field goal range. 3rd and 1 from the 39-yard line. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Morris in the shotgun. Morris looking. Morris throws and overthrows Kerwin down the sideline. Incomplete to be 4th down. And Kansas City will punt once again. I'll tell you about tomorrow night here in a second. Back to punt, Kenneth Arnold. As Arnold gets the punt away. And that will drop into the end zone. Touchback. And Indianapolis will have it at their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10 with 29 seconds left here in the first half. Tomorrow night, we're going to go back to college football. We'll have a couple of games for you, as our college football playoff is now down to the final 4 teams. We'll start things off with the Washington Huskies, the surprise team, against Clemson in one semifinal. And then we'll have LSU and Oregon in the other. On 1st and 10, Card gets sacked back at the 8-yard line, a loss of 12 yards. The sack made by number 73. That's Wyatt Moore, the rookie out of Tennessee, the defensive end. A loss of 12. It'll be 2nd and 22. The 2 college football semifinal games will start the coverage tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern time. And we hope to have our national championship game on Friday night. As we head to halftime. Kansas City 3, Indianapolis nothing here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. We start the second half in a tight defensive ball game. The Chiefs lead the Colts 3-0. Indianapolis comes in at 3-3. The Chiefs also come in at 3-3. The Colts will get the ball first. Brandon White will kick off for Kansas City. From the 7-yard line on the return, number 84, James Thomas, rookie out of Nebraska, out to the 25-yard line. Just a 3-0 game. Indianapolis will start from their own 25. First and 10. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Card in the shotgun. Card looking. Card still looking. Throws downfield and is picked off by the Chiefs. That's Younger. Shane Younger, the linebacker, in his second year out of Oregon State, picks it off for the Chiefs. And the Colts come out in the third quarter and throw a pick. Let's watch it again. Younger, a great play. They were looking for James Hill, the wide receiver. He was diving for it, but Younger was right there to pick it off. And now the Chiefs have pretty good field position here. Yeah, they have it at the Kansas City 30-yard line. That's pretty good field position. 1st and 10 with 7:49 left here in the third quarter. Chiefs lead it 3-0. A chance for the Chiefs now to make it a 2-score game if they can punch this one in. Kansas City comes out, 3 to the near side. Morris in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Morris hands off to Manning, turns upfield, and Vaughn Manning down to the 23-yard line. A gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd and 3. 7:35 and counting here in the third quarter. Just a 3-0 ball game. It was a very tight defensive first half. Morris in the shotgun on 2nd down. 4 wide. Kerwin in motion. Morris looking. Morris throws underneath and caught by Kerwin, the tight end, Tom Kerwin, down to the 8-yard line. A gain of 15 yards and a Kansas City first down. I saw that stat that they flashed on the screen a few seconds ago. Indianapolis only has 37 yards of total offense in the first half. That's not good. First and goal, Kansas City at the Indianapolis 8. Can they punch it in, make it a 2-score game? Single back, 4 wide, Morris in the shotgun. Morris looking, throws to the end zone. It's caught in the back of the end zone, but out of bounds. Incomplete. They were looking for Tony Gardner, the rookie out of Temple, but he was out of bounds. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 8-yard line. Now they want to take another look at it. I don't think Gardner got his second foot in. Let's take a look. Can't really tell from that angle. Here we go. All right, 1. You know what? That might be a touchdown after all. And it is. Watch this. After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed. It's good. Tony Gardner with a touchdown. And the Chiefs go up 9-0. Brandon White for the point after. The kick is up. And it's good. Chiefs lead at 10-0. 6:45 left to play here in the third quarter. Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Week 7 here at Jammin' Sports. We'll have our 2 college football semifinal games tomorrow. And then on Thursday, we'll be back with a triple header of NFL action for you. Let me go over the lineup on Thursday night. It'll be the Raiders at the Cowboys to start things off. And then that big game between the Dolphins and the Jets. And then we'll have the Seahawks and the Broncos. That'll be on Thursday. Kickoff is fielded at the 6-yard line. Bringing it back for the Colts is Lawrence Stillwell, the rookie out of Kentucky, out to the 26-yard line. So Indianapolis, with only 37 yards of total offense, find themselves down 10-0 with 6:41 left here in the third quarter. Let's see if the Colts can get back in this game. Card in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Card hands off to Lattimore. He gets nailed for a 2-yard loss. Doing the nailing is Wyatt Moore, the rookie defensive end out of Tennessee. Loss of 2 yards will be 2nd and 12. This game may take us close to midnight Eastern. I do apologize. We got on a little late tonight. I had a fair board meeting. But we'll get this in. You have nothing to do tomorrow, right? 2nd and 12 from the 24-yard line. Card in the shotgun. Card looking. Card throws underneath and caught by Kendall Stanley, the tight end, out to the 30-yard line. That'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 3rd and 6. As we're at 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Four wide, 3 to the near side. Card to the shotgun. Card draws back. Card throws and caught by Stanley. And that'll be a 5-yard gain to the 36-yard line. Luke Crosby came up and made the tackle. The 8th-year safety out of UNLV. And now the Colts have a decision to make. 4th and inches. At their own 36, they'll probably punt. Yep, Trevor Carl comes on. Gets the punt away. It'll be fielded at the 18-yard line by Francis Floyd. And the Chiefs up 10-0. Will take over. 1st and 10 going the other way. Starting at their own 18-yard line. They can make it a 3-score game now if they get a touchdown. Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Week 7 here at Jammin' Sports. Chiefs have a big game against the Chargers next week in Los Angeles. 4 wide for Kansas City. Morris in the gun. 1st and 10. Morris hands off to Manning, and Vaughn Manning out to the 25-yard line. A gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd and 3. Coming up on 5 minutes left. Here in the third quarter. 2nd and 3 for the Chiefs at their own 25. Morris under center, 4 wide. Morris to Manning up the middle. And Manning picks up 5 to the 30-yard line. And that'll be a Kansas City first down. 4:44 and counting here in the third quarter. Well, this game is moving right along. We're only 40 minutes in. 4 wide for the Chiefs. Morris in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Morris to Manning. Tries to get outside, and Manning picks up 3 to the 34-yard line and bring up 2nd and 7. Williams on the tackle. DeMar Williams, the rookie out of Florida, the defensive end. Actually, Madden 25 still has that same stadium that I used to put the Chargers in San Diego. I'll probably just use that and keep them in San Diego. 2nd and 7. Morris throws to Manning, turns upfield, and Von Manning out to the 37-yard line. A gain of 4 will be 3rd and 3. They use that stadium for the San Paulo game in Brazil, but I'll just use it. I don't like the Chargers in Los Angeles. 3rd and 3 from the 37-yard line. Morris in the shotgun. Morris looking. Morris throws and caught. Making the catch, Tom Kerwin. But he only picks up 2 yards. It'll be 4th and inches from the 40-yard line. Kansas City at their own 40. They're up 10-0. They'll probably punt. Yeah, they're not going to take any chances. Kenneth Arnold back to punt on 4th and inches. Gets the punt away. And that's going to drop and roll into the end zone. Touchback. And the Colts will have it at their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10, 3:04 left to play here in the third quarter. Speaking of that Chargers stadium, something I'm thinking about doing next season. They have those extra stadiums in 25 that are used for those games in Europe. I might move some teams back to their original places. Bring the Cardinals back and put them in St. Louis. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Card in the shotgun, single back. Card rolls out, and Card gets taken down at the 21-yard line. Actually gains a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. .245 and counting here in the third quarter. Card in the shotgun on 2nd and 9. 4 receivers set wide. Card looking. Throws a screen to Lattimore, who goes nowhere. In fact, he's going to lose 3 yards back to the 12-yard line. Luke Crosby, the safety, comes up, makes the tackle. And that'll be 3rd and 12. This Indianapolis offense today has been absolutely awful. They face a 3rd and 12 from their own 18-yard line. Five wide, empty backfield. Card in the shotgun. 3rd and 12. Card drops back, throws near side, and caught by Dean Sanders, but he only gains 4 yards. Making the tackle, number 32 for the Chiefs. I'm looking for a 32 on my roster here. Don't have one. 4th and 8. Back to punt. Trevor Carl gets the punt away. And that'll be fair caught at the 36-yard line. Making the fair catch, Francis Floyd. All right, the guy's name was Banks. I don't have a Banks on my roster here for Kansas City. Somebody came out of the crowd and made a tackle, I guess. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs at their own 36-yard line. 1:41 left to play here in the third quarter. Kansas City up 10-0. I'll look after the game. 4 wide for the Chiefs. Morris in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Morris Throws underneath and tried to hit Kerwin. Incomplete. The throw was a bit low. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. 1:38 left in the third quarter. Even though it's only 10-0, the Chiefs have really been in control of this one. 4 wide for Kansas City. Morris in the shotgun on 2nd and 10. Kerwin in motion. Morris drops back. Morris throws down the middle and incomplete. Looking for Chambers. Isaiah Chambers led him a bit too much. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10 from the 36-yard line. 1:34 left to play in quarter number 3. 4 wide for the Chiefs. Morris in the shotgun. 3rd and 10. Kerwin in motion. Morris looking. Morris throws and caught by Zach Ryan, the second-year tight end out of Oklahoma State. 11-yard gain out to the 47-yard line, and that'll be a Kansas City first down. Kansas City just chewing up time every time they have the ball, it seems. 1st and 10 from their own 47. Everybody in tight. Morris under center. Morris to Manning. Gets outside and picks up 3. Make it 2 out to the 50-yard line. Daniel McFadden, the linebacker, on the tackle. Under a minute to play here in the third quarter. Be 3rd and 8 for the Chiefs from midfield. Chiefs come out on 2nd and 8. Single back. Morris to Manning. And Manning gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe half a yard. It'll be 3rd and 7. As we're down to 30 seconds left here in quarter number 3. And on 3rd and 7, they come out 5 wide, empty backfield. Morris in the shotgun. Morris looking, throws, and it's caught by Rashard Swift out to the 42-yard line. He picks up 8 yards, and that'll be a first down for Kansas City. At the end of the third quarter, Chiefs lead at 10-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back, Arrowhead Stadium. We start the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs at the Indianapolis 42-yard line. Morris back to throw. Morris throws to the sideline. Incomplete. It was a high pass, and the receiver couldn't get to it. That's Tony Gardner. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 42-yard line. Just a 10-0 Kansas City lead. They come out 5 wide once again. Morris in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Morris looking. Morris throws and incomplete. They went for Isaiah Chambers that time. And Chase Meyer, the rookie defensive back out of Boston College, put a lick on him. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 42-yard line. On 3rd and 10 for the Chiefs from the Indianapolis 42. Morris in the gun. 4 wide. Kerwin in motion. Morris throws and caught by Zach Ryan down to the 28-yard line. A gain of 14 and a Kansas City first down. Daniel McFadden, the linebacker, on the tackle. But that'll be a Kansas City first down, as they are methodically moving it down the field once again. 10-0 Chiefs here in the fourth quarter. Low-scoring defensive affair. 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun. Morris hands off to Manning. And Von Manning picks up 3 to the 25. Jared Bowles, the linebacker, on the tackle in his 3rd year out of San Diego State. It'll be 2nd and 7 from the 25-yard line. Five wide once again, empty backfield. Morris in the shotgun. 2nd and 7. Morris dumps it off to Rashard Swift, who gets out to the 16-yard line. A gain of 9, and that'll be a Kansas City first down. 1st and 10 from the Colts 16-yard line. Meanwhile, the clock is moving, 6:40 and counting. Chiefs come out 4 wide. Morris in the gun. Hands off to Manning. Tries to get outside. And Manning to the 12-yard line, a gain of 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6. If Kansas City can punch it in, they're up by 3 scores. And the way the Colts offense has been playing, that should be enough. 4 wide, single back. Morris in the shotgun, 2nd and 6. Takes the snap, looks, throws underneath, and caught by Tom Kerwin down to the 7. Gain of 5 yards will bring up 3rd and 1. 5:50 and counting. Third and 1 from the Indianapolis 7-yard line. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Morris in the shotgun. Morris looking. Morris rolls out, throws, and throws it away. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down. So Kansas City will have to settle for a field goal. This will be a 24-yard attempt by Brandon White, the 3rd-year kicker out of Alabama. Unless the Chiefs want to go for it here. No, they'll kick the field goal. Take the points. From 24 yards. Kick is up, and it's good. And the Chiefs lead it 13-0. And as I said before, the way the Colts offense has been playing today, that might be enough. 5.5 minutes left. Indianapolis still has less than 100 yards of total offense in this game. I haven't seen a stat lately, but I think it's probably less than 60. They've not been bad. They've been really bad. Brandon White will kick off for Kansas City with 5.5 minutes left, with the Chiefs up 13-0. There's the kick from the 3-yard line. On the return for the Colts, bringing it back, this is number 84. That's James Thomas, out to the 28-yard line. 5:26 left. It's not an insurmountable lead, and they have time. It's just that their offense has to get something going. I think the Colts only have like 1 first down the whole game. And the Colts are 3-3. It's not like they're a terrible team. 4 wide, 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Card looking. Yeah, total offense, 49 yards. Card gets sacked back at the 18-yard line. A loss of 11 by Crawford. Kevin Crawford. And that makes their total yardage now 38 yards. A sack for a -11. I have not seen an offense perform this poorly in a long, long time. It'll be 2nd and 21 from the 18-yard line. It's not like Kansas City's tearing it up either, but they're up 13-0. That'll probably be enough. 2nd and 21 from the 18-yard line. Card under center. Card looking. Card throws near side and caught by Lattimore out of the backfield for some positive yardage. Out to the 30-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 13 yards. No, make that 12 yards. It'll be 3rd and 8. Had it right the first time. 13 yards. On 3rd and 8 from the 30-yard line, 5 receivers wide, empty backfield. Card in the shotgun. Card takes the snap, throws down the middle, and caught by Stanley, but he goes backwards. He had the first down, and then he lost it. A gain of only 3. Luke Crosby on the tackle to be 4th down. That's when you know you're having a bad day. Even when you get a first down, you don't. The Colts are going for it with a little over 4 minutes left. 4th and 5 from their own 33-yard line. Card in the shotgun. Card looking, throws, and dropped. James Hill drops it. Incomplete. And Kansas City will take over at the Indianapolis 33-yard line. Great field position for the Chiefs. Now they can put this one away. 3:58 left. They have it at the Indianapolis 33-yard line. They come out, everybody in tight. Card under center. Single back. Not Card, I'm sorry. This is Morris. Morris looking, throws near side. Wide open. Richard Swift down to the 12-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 21. First down, Kansas City at the Indianapolis 12-yard line. 3:50 and counting. Looks like Kansas City is going to be 4-3, and the Colts are going to drop the 3-4. First and 10 from the 12. Morris in the shotgun, first and 10. Morris drops back. Morris looking, steps up, and Morris will take off. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 12-yard touchdown run by Corey Morris. And the Chiefs go up 19-0. Just kick the extra point. You don't have to go for two. I hate it when they chase points. Only go for two if you have to. But they'll probably go for two here to make it even 21. 3:22 left. Evil Dead's going to get all three right today. He's on a roll. He's going to be 10 games over 500. Morris in the shotgun. They go for two, 4 wide. Kerwin in motion. Morris looking, throws inside, caught by Richard Swift, the 2-point. That's actually Gardner on the catch. Tony Gardner catches the 2-point try, and it's 21-0 Kansas City with 3:22 left. A 3-possession, 3-touchdown lead for the Chiefs. So that keeps the pressure on the Seahawks and Chargers. They come into this week 1 game up on Kansas City. Let's see. I know the Chargers play the Ravens later this week. Who do the Seahawks play? They play at Denver. .322 left. This game is in hand for the Kansas City Chiefs. There's the kickoff. From the 7-yard line on the return is James Thomas out to the 28-yard line. 3:18 left. A 21-point Kansas City lead. This game was scoreless after 1, but then Kansas City slowly but surely started pulling away. Updating the standings as we speak. Unless the Colts can get a miracle here. First and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Card back to throw. Rolls out, and he's going to get sacked, and he fumbles for good measure. And is picked up by Kansas City at the 20-yard line. When it rains, it pours. Recovering the loose football, number 97. That's Terry Eves, the defensive tackle. Who made the hit? The hit was made by number 73. That's Wyatt Moore, the defensive end. The Colts are going to get back to Indianapolis, and they're going to take the game film and burn it. There's nothing good to watch on this one. It's down there, yes. It's got to be somewhere between 20 and 30 yards. All the sacks and stuff. You know what the NFL record is? -7 in real life. First and 10 from the 20-yard line. Morris back. Morris looking, throws, and caught underneath by Kerwin. And Kerwin down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and inches. 3 minutes and counting. Kansas City up 21-0. I can't say anything positive about the Indianapolis offense today. It's just been historically bad. In the I formation, Morris to Manning, picks up the first down. 3 yards to the 7-yard line. Be first and goal, Chiefs. And that will probably take us to the 2-minute warning, I would think. Maybe. I think Kansas City will run it down. They do. 2-minute warning here at Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City, Missouri. Week 7 here at Jammin' Sports. Chiefs lead it 21-0. First and goal from the 7-yard line. In the I formation. Morris hands off to Manning. And Manning to the 4-yard line. A gain of 3. It'll be second and goal. We'll have college football for you tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern. Our 2 semifinal games in our college football playoff. We'll have the Washington Huskies and the Clemson Tigers, and that'll be followed by the LSU Tigers and the Oregon Ducks. That's our final 4. Second and goal from the 4-yard line. The handoff to Manning, and Manning to the 2-yard line. A gain of 2 yards. It'll be third and goal. That'll be our college football doubleheader tomorrow starting at 8 o'clock Eastern time. We'll take a break from the NFL for one day, and then we'll be back with the NFL on Thursday night with another triple header for you. Third and goal from the 2. We're down to 40 seconds. Morris to Manning, and Manning to the 1-yard line. It'll be fourth and goal. They don't even have to run a play if they don't want to. We're under 40 seconds. And the Colts aren't taking a timeout. They know the game's over. I think it was over after the first quarter. Thank you, Evil Dead. Will they get the field goal off in time? An 18-yard attempt at the gun. It's good. And your final score, Kansas City 24, Indianapolis nothing. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Oh, we have a second left. Never mind. I jumped the gun. We have 1 second left. I thought time ran out. All right, we'll have a kickoff. We do all this. I thought time ran out. Kansas City Chiefs will get a shutout. There's the kick. It'll be through the end zone, touchback. All right, one more snap, then I can cue up the music and go to bed. We're almost at midnight on the East Coast. Well, Colts, yeah, they'll try a Hail Mary. Card in the shotgun. Card back to throw. Looking, throws deep. He's got a man. They may get a cheap touchdown. They don't. Your final score, officially, Kansas City 24, Indianapolis nothing. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. We'll see you tomorrow night for the college football semifinals at 8 Eastern. Good night, everybody.